Welcome to Crafty Hints. I'm Chantel, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm taking part in Heidi Sonboul's DIY Christmas Challenge. You should truly check out her channel. She has some great inspiration there. Today in my first project, I am going to be making a sled ornament. Now this sled ornament will also go into another project, but it would be perfect on its own. On these popsicle sticks, I often use scissors, but this time I wanted to get them cut straight across and make sure that they're even and trimmed right together. Yes, I do need to apologize for my background as well. I had been doing lots of projects this day, and once I get the red paint out, I make sure to use it up because that is just a dark one, and waste not, want not, right? Here I took some craft wire, I folded it in half and then snipped it so it was even. And now I just twist the ends on both pieces of wire. This will create the end of my sled. Next, I will just apply a little bit of glue, and I'm going to glue these pieces together. You could also use wood glue, but this was a quick project that I knew was going to come together really quickly. So I glued these all together. Next, you will just want some coffee stirrers. These are small little wooden sticks. You can find them at some stores. I found these on Amazon and was able to get 1,000 pack for pretty cheap. I've also heard a few people get them really cheap at Staples. So they are a nice thin wood that works well on projects like this. So I just made them even for the top and the bottom, and now I'm going to make some sides for the bottom that will hold our little metal rails. Now you could definitely use scissors as well. No need for the wire cutters. These are what was at hand when I was working on my project, so I just grabbed and used those. So you'll just apply some hot glue and get these adhered. I put a little bit of glue on each side. Now I put my two pieces of metal together and twist. That will make them nice and even. Now just a little bit of hot glue and I place them right on top. I also used my little finger protectors that I found at Dollar Tree. These will save your fingers a lot of little burns. Right, now to make sure these stay secure, I'm going to cut 2 more little pieces of coffee stir, and I will put those right on top of the rails so that it helps make them just a little bit more secure. This little sled's really coming along quickly, and isn't it cute? I just gave it a quick little sand to get rid of that little bit of glue, and I'm going to use my Posca paint markers. These are so nice. You just get them going just a little bit, and you can paint those really quickly. I decided since this one was smaller, painting with a brush might be a bit messy, so I did use the markers, and it was so easy. for the rope on this sled, I actually used one of the little jute hangers from my wooden signs that I've taken off to make other signs. So that's kind of handy. Again, waste not, want not. So I glued that on the end so it can hang from the tree beautifully. And now I just took a little piece of wire so that it covers up a little bit of the glue and looks like it just goes right along those rails to make it a little bit more seamless. And I'll just do this on both sides. And that'll be it for this beautiful little sled. Let's go to project 2. All right, so I took this sign and I'm just pulling off this popped up piece. Then I took a piece of scrapbook paper that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to take my finger and trace the back of it. Next, I'll take my scissors along it and just cut it out to fit. Now, you could pop out the wood if you wanted to. I decided to put it just right in on top. I use that professional craft glue stick because it holds so much better than a regular glue stick. I have never had anything lift. Now I took one of these little Dollar Tree trees, and oh, look at that. Our sled can also work in this wonderful home decor. Now the base of that tree, if you saw it, kind of extended out beyond the frame. So I'm just taking that craft knife, cutting that off a bit, putting that back on the bottom of the tree, and I will just glue that in. But first I need to give this tree a little bit of a haircut because it's still sticking out just a little bit further than I'd like. So this trimmed part will face the back of the sign. And these bases just pop right back on. Much better fit, right? All right. So next, what I will do is just measure this up a bit to see where I want everything. And I will take one of these microfiber auto towels, and I'm going to make that for my snow. That way it's not too messy. It's a nice seamless snow. And I'll just measure it and cut it off. Now the extra little pieces that I trim off, I will definitely save, and I want to make that as a little bit of a pile on the left side so that my sled can sit with it. And then I took some of these metal words from the Dollar Tree, and I decided that joy fit best. So I took that pop out foam and I just trimmed it up into a few pieces, and I glued it onto the back of the joy, and then I just put a little bit more glue on top of those and glued it to the back of the sled. And a little bit of hot glue on this towel, and it is right in there. Now I took another piece off of that pick, as you see there. I just snipped it off, and I just want to make this a little tree. I just felt like the corner on the left needed just a little bit of something. So I trimmed this tree until I felt it fit as well as it should. I did want to remind you that this video is part of a collaboration. So if you click below in the description box, it will have a playlist. So if you click on that, you are going to get so many more Christmas projects. You're going to love them. There are some talented people in this collaboration, so don't miss out. I did have to pull up that towel just a little bit to make sure it fit in there well, but a little bit of hot glue and the tree will hide any of the paper that might have torn just a little bit. And look at that sled. Isn't that just cute and remind you of a snowy Christmas day? I love it. It's nice near my little tree here. I think it's just a nice little high-end decor piece. Do hope that you will like and subscribe. Thank you.